Good evening friends. I hope you have gone through first video under the sampling. Let us continue testing a hypothesis. So in that last video I have explained what is population and what is a sampling. In order to arrive at a decision regarding a population through a sample of the population, we have to make certain assumptions referred to as hypothesis. These hypotheses may or may not be true. So there are two types of hypothesis. The hypothesis formulated for the purpose of its rejection under the assumption that it is true is called a null hypothesis, denoted by H naught, and complementary of this null hypothesis is defined to be alternate hypothesis, denoted by H1. By testing a hypothesis is meant a process for deciding whether to accept or reject the hypothesis. The method consists in assuming the hypothesis as correct and then computing the probability of getting the observed sample. If the probability is less than a certain prescribed value, the hypothesis is rejected. Now error, there are in this process there are four possible situations arise. First is, if hypothesis is true and we accept the hypothesis, then this is a correct decision. And if hypothesis is false and we reject the hypothesis, then it is correct decision. If hypothesis is true and we reject the hypothesis, then this is wrong decision. This is called a type 1 error. And if hypothesis is false and we accept the hypothesis, then this is wrong decision. This decision is called a type 2 error. Now, level of significance. So we are going to test the sample to decide about the population. The probability level below which we reject the hypothesis is known as the level of significance. So this is important. We reject the hypothesis at a certain level. This level is called a level of significance. The region in which a sample value falling is rejected is known as the critical region. Now here, critical region for 5% level of significance. 5% area is shaded to this normal curve. This is normal curve. This is mean. So left side of mean all values are negative and right side of mean all values are positive. 95% of the region is not shaded. 1. Left side 2.5% region, right side 2.5% region, total 5% area is shaded. So this shaded area is called a critical region. If value lies within this region, then we accept the hypothesis. If value lies in this shaded region, the shaded region is called a critical region, then we reject the hypothesis. Similarly, 1% area of normal curve is shaded here. Left side 0.05%, right side 0.05%, mean is in the center. Left side values are negative, right side values are positive. So 99% area is not shaded. So if value A lies between 2.58 and minus 2.58, then we accept the hypothesis. If value lies on this shaded area, then we reject the hypothesis. The shaded area is called a critical region. Test of significance, the process which enables us to decide whether to accept or reject the hypothesis is called test of significance. Which value we calculate here? Let us see. Suppose that we have a normal population with mean is mu and standard deviation is sigma, and x bar is mean and sigma x bar is standard deviation of sample. Then standard normal variate z is defined by x bar minus mu upon sigma x. This is from the normal distribution. From the table of normal area, as I have explained, 95% level of significance. Here z value, we will calculate z. Z value lies between minus 1.96 and 1.96. Z is x bar minus mu upon sigma. Calculated value of mu from that is mu lies between x bar minus 1.96 sigma and x bar plus 1.96 sigma. This is called 95% confidence limit for the estimation of mean. Similarly, 99% confidence limit for mean, x bar minus 2.58 sigma and x bar plus 2.58 sigma. So this is the interval for mean. Now simple sampling of attributes. The sampling of attributes may be regarded as the selection of samples from a population whose members possesses the attribute success. From the sample we take the desired outcome. Desired outcome is a success. So we have seen this in the probability in the previous videos. Suppose we draw a simple sample of n items. Then number of probability of n is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is a binomial distribution. So if P is success and Q is failure for n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n, then from binomial expansion P plus Q raised to n is equal to 1. Here Q is 1 minus P, and for binomial distribution mean is NP and standard deviation of binomial distribution is square root of NPQ. Also this is defined as expected value of success. N mean is NP and sigma is called a standard error, and sigma is the standard deviation defined by square root of NPQ. Let us consider proportion of success. Mean proportion of success is defined by mu upon n. Here mu is NP, so n get cancelled, so we get P. Standard error proportion of success is square root of NPQ divided by n. Simplifying this, we get square root of PQ divided by n. If mu is expected value and x is observed value, then standard normal variate z is defined by x minus mu upon sigma. This is x minus np upon square root of npq. Since p is probability of success and sigma is standard error defined by square root of npq, as we have seen in the previous, bound for mean, so similarly bound for probability. Therefore limit of probability is p plus or minus 2.58 square root of NPQ. This is for 1% level of significance, and probable limit is P plus or minus 1.96 square root of NPQ. This is for 5% level of significance. Thus, if Z value lies between minus 1.96 and 1.96, or modulus of Z is less than 1.96, then the difference between observed and expected number of success is not significant at 5% level of significance. In this case, we accept the hypothesis. Note here, Z is less than 1.96, then we accept the hypothesis. Similarly, if Z is less than, modulus of Z is less than 2.58, then success is not significant, number of success is not significant for 1% level of significance. In this case, we accept the hypothesis. So 2.58 for 1% level of significance. Similarly, if modulus of Z is more than 1.96, for 5% level of significance, we reject the hypothesis. And if modulus of Z is more than 2.58, then at 1% level of significance, we reject the hypothesis. Please go through all these definitions. In the next video, we will solve problems on this sampling.